Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Panda Studios YouTube channel. And those of you who are watching on Facebook, don't forget to leave a comment. Or if you want us to display your comment here underneath, don't forget to go and subscribe to our YouTube channel. This video is also live on our YouTube channel, so you can basically go put a comment there and then we'll display it here. And we are also able to display Facebook comments, but they are appearing as unknown in the name section for now because we have submitted this app to Meta Developer program so that they can verify that this app is legit, and they can now give us permissions to sort of pull your names and your avatar or profile pictures. So thank you very much. So I'm just gonna show you the setup so that you're not confused why I'm always looking here and not towards the camera directly. So I'm gonna switch to my back camera. So this is struggling to focus on me, but this is the back camera. I'm facing the screen because I'm going to be showing you guys stuff here. As you can see, the continuity through to the screen there. But yeah, that's the countdown timer that was showing. And yeah, so let's dive right in. Let's see what we have today. So as I'm continuing with the series of testing the live events graphics software, I've added some features, but I don't think there are a lot. I'll just go through them. But what I want to do now is that today I came live not with the case away from me, but in front of me, so I can be able to show a lot of stuff that I didn't or I couldn't show you guys nicely on the previous video that is on Facebook, obviously. So what can I do today? Remember, these are unplanned live streams. I just decided that, you know what, let me go live and then, yeah, just do it. So today, let's see, I want to put a logo bag on top here, top this side, yeah, the side. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to import the Secret Life of Twins overlay file. Remember, this app imports the graphic files, and then the app will then trigger the real-time graphic renderer or rendering engine to render those graphics in real time. Guys, if you're watching, don't forget to put your comments. Let me just open Facebook here and mute the... Oh, I see there's Leslie Ropiwari. Oh, quality is crazy, bro. Thank you very much, Ropiwa. Leslie Masakona. Yeah, so let's continue. I would be very happy if you're watching through our YouTube channel. It's Panda Studios on YouTube. So let's continue with the video. So what I want to do is that I want to put a logo bag here at this corner. So what I would then do is just to trigger, because I've imported the file, the graphic rendering file, I will just trigger there, and then that's what happens. So I can see this is too small and it's not too visible. Let me resize it. Yeah, I think that's much better. Let me close it again and open it. There we go. There we have it. So what is happening is that because now I'm using ATEM, Blackmagic ATEM, it's I'm sending from the app. I'm sending a key and a fill graphic. So a key goes at the bottom layer, the fill comes on top, so that it can automatically create a key out a transparent graphic layer. So if I turn off the key and fill, which is downstream key, then everything goes away. So there's nothing that I can put on top of this section. So I'm going to press on again, bring it back. So now it's keying and filling. I'm using my input 7 and 8 to do that. Yeah, so I'm gonna also be checking the comments as we move. So this live events graphics software, if I can just give you guys a brief, those of you who were not here during our last live streaming, it's a software that we use to run broadcast for live events. So let's say, for example, you want to do a countdown timer, where you count down before the event using those holding slides. You don't have to go and create a video with 10 minutes countdown timer and then just play the video before the event when it's countdown. With this software, you can just press show, then that's 1 minute I'm putting there. Start counting down, whether you want to position it in a certain position, whether you want to resize it to be big, to be small. So we can do countdown timer, whether you want to put it on top, or because this I'm using the center timing. So here you can even while you're doing this, you can change the feed, the camera feed. You can see that thing is still there. Don't mind the 0, the one that I use for counting down the timer before I started the video. But you can see, but if you see that, okay, these people are not starting the event and time is moving, let's just add 1 minute. You add a minute without even having to, go do this, go where, go do what, get a video, so you just add a minute, then it continues to count down. So I chose center. You can choose top left. So I think top left is way out because the Y and the X values are too much. So you can choose top left, you can choose top right. The top right, you can see I can, position it anywhere. So you can literally put it anywhere on the poster that you are having as a holding slide poster before the event or whatever. And you can even reset. You can even reset this. What do you call the positioning, so it will go back to the center. Those of you who are joining us on Facebook, I would be glad if you're joining us on YouTube. It would be highly appreciated. Our YouTube channel, it's doing a lot. We are having a lot of subscribers. In the past 28 days, or in the past week, we have had about 153 subscribers. So yeah, after the time it finishes counting down, it closes itself automatically. So that's even a bonus. You understand? So you can be worried about showing the program director that yes, we are good, we are live now. You can take the event on now, head on. So that's like the things that most of us as live streamers and broadcasters, we don't really think that we need them until we need them. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm just trying to open our YouTube. Okay, I've opened the YouTube one. If you put your comment on YouTube, I will display it here. I will demonstrate with your comment that I can, display comments here. So, here's the thing. I want to now show my back camera here. So, if you look at on the screen that I'm showing here, if you look at it, you will see that I have a blank screen, but I call it a utility screen because I'm showing stuff that don't need to necessarily go on air. They can be sent to someone who is in house, who want to see. Maybe if you want to count down the timer of the people who are on podium, you put it there. You start counting, yada. And if you want to send comments, so now let's come to the comments demonstration. Podzo ndicheni, yabo ndicheni. The developer lurwani apa no developer app ya manda manjinga manda. So yeah, so when we are broadcasting, sometimes we would want to bring comments on air. So if we want to bring comments on air, I'm just logging into the YouTube account so that I can be able to show you guys how it's done. I want to log in with passkey. So I'm logging onto my YouTube channel through this app that I'm streaming with, right? So let me just go back to this one. So I'm logging onto my YouTube channel through this app. So I'm just making sure that it's unlocked using passkey. Yes, there we go. Using that the very same streaming app. So you don't have to jump between softwares. That's the nice and the beautiful thing about this. You don't have to jump between softwares. You have to use one software. So what happened is that I've now logged onto the YouTube channel. So it can even say, Panda Studios is the one who logged in. So within this, I can load all my, videos. So I can see this video that we are in now, it's appearing onto my videos that are loaded. So what I can do is just to say, select that video, import comments. Let's see. So it says importing comments. So what I've noticed is that with this one, there's a problem. Until I receive a new comment, I see Podzo has commented. Let me reply to him. When I reply to him, that's when it will. I previously said I will fix this bug. I said I will fix this bug. So immediately when I comment and send that comment through, there we go. The comments appears. My comment and the Podzo's comment gets pulled through to our comment center. So you can pull comments from both your YouTube and Facebook, right? So what we can do now is that we can now display the comment that was sent by Podzo. So display, right? You see at the bottom here, it says Podzo Ndicheni Ari, 7914 Arinda, right? So what's nice about this, because we run a show called Secret Life of Twins. So the Secret Life of Twins, for those of you who are watching on Facebook, this is the comments. We're taking comments from YouTube side, and putting them here. So you can go watch and subscribe onto our YouTube channel, which is Panda Studios. So I can even hide this comment, right? But let me show it again. Let me show the comment again, right? So I'm going to switch back to the wider view. Look at what is happening. So that comment, we can see it here. We can send it to the presenter of the show. During the Secret Life of Twins, the presenter, G-Voice, Mukwewa Madurumbasi, has to see the comments and be able to read them. But he can't read the comment, which is, here, this one. He can't read it. It's too small. So we have to send this comment to him so that he can properly read it via another display. So it automatically appears there. So if I go onto another one, my comment, you see, it says Panda Studios. It's me then who was replying to Pozzo. Then it shows also on the big screen that in the Barmini. So these are the things that even in corporate events, in conferences, seminars, you need, but you don't know that you need them. Let's say, for example, we get the presenter of the show saying that we need to pull questions from the live audience, from people who are commenting on their socials or whatever. So we have to pull, the comments from that side. What's then going to happen? Because you need to give those guys a feed. They don't have to be rushing around going to YouTube. Or so as a service provider, you must come up with a solution, right? So this is the solution for you. So that's the comment part. So guys, I'll be showing you all your comments during our live stream. I'll be continuously showing all your comments. I see Pozzo has replied, has responded. So just for those of you joining us on Facebook, YouTube side, that's where we are showing all the comments. And I can see there's a problem. This has to show us also the profile pic of the person commenting. I think it just didn't import the profile. But I can see ourselves and Pozzo, we both have a profile picture that has to show as well with your comment. But it's not a train smash, it's something that we're gonna fix. Or it has to do with privacy and stuff like that. Yeah. All right. So this now becomes so interesting. As I said, when you want to send your host the questions that people are posting online or whatever, we also want to add the what do they call it? The Zoom chat. They call it chat what? Zoom chat section, whatever, chat, the comments, what, the one that they use to communicate in Zoom, the chat section. So we want to add that one as well, so that we can be able to send you, the comments from your YouTube or your Zoom or your Teams. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so very much thirsty. So another thing, I just left this mouse or cursor here for a reason, right? I left this for a reason. I want to show you a nice thing about this app. What you can do with this app is that you can so I'm gonna close the utility screen. All right. Let me close the utility screen. And after closing the utility screen, I want Cam 2 to be here. But I also okay, let me show you what I'm doing. So I'm gonna read your comments, guys. I'm gonna read your comments. I see Ramzin it's asking a question, which is a very important question. I'm coming there to answer you now. Don't worry. I just wanna show you this thing. Remember, we were talking about the mouse pad or the cursor that was on top of the screen. So that when it appears, so if I'm watching a stream and that appears, to me I'm like amateurs. They don't know what they're doing. Why is the cursor on top of something that the viewers, they don't have to know that there's a computer involved when you're doing live streaming. They don't have to know. They just have to see the cleanness and cleanliness of the stream and everything. You don't have to give them a giveaway that, you know what, actually here's the trackpad. We are using a mouse or whatever. No. You don't have to do that. Just quickly connect to my. So okay, what I'm trying to do here, you see what's happening. So I'm trying to get to rearrange. I forgot the IP address of. Okay, it's this one here, right? So wait, hey. Okay, I see what's happening here. I'm having issues, serious ones. I have two Wi-Fi with same names, exact same names, same everything. So I think it's connecting onto another one instead of connecting onto another one. So maybe that's why I'm unable to connect and control the switcher. But these are the glitches that never happen during the, when I'm streaming. When I'm streaming, I don't take the Wi-Fi from office and only use the Wi-Fi that is inside our what do you call it? Our extreme case. Okay, there we go. So you can see now, right? So I'm facing that direction, right? That direction, and the contents of what I'm going to speak about are behind me. It doesn't make sense. So what I would do is that I would go and say, okay, let's put me facing the contents of or if you want, I can put myself on top like that, or on the other side. So whichever way, but I prefer this way, right? And I'm going to reduce the size of the logo. So that was that. It was done by this beautiful software, the super source stuff. So okay, as you can see here, right? So this is the mouse that is not supposed to appear on top here, but it's appearing. So let me bring it back. You see here, now it's appearing on top where it's not supposed to appear. But when I take it up here, it's appearing because this window is on top of it's a super source. So it's what I'm using to click. So if I click this, right, that's it. It's to say don't show cursor in the output windows, right? So if I go and enter the output window, wait a minute, another bug, click, another bug, yeah. So that's another bug I see, but it's supposed to hide the cursor. It's something that I'll fix, don't worry about it. You never know, we might have a burglar here, so I was just confirming. So what happens is that when you click this it's supposed to hide the cursor on the what do you call it, on the output windows, so that it doesn't appear on top of this, right? So that has been proven, it works. I don't know what is happening with this specific software. Maybe there's some privacy issue that I have to deal with and set it up. But yeah, so let's go back to comment section. So the comment section, you can see our comments that are being pulled. Let me just open comment center. So comment center is not going to open on this main window, but I have it here. So you can see I can pull the comments from Facebook, from YouTube. So I'm just going to keep it outside that screen. And let's pull more comments, load, import comments. So let's put Ramzin's comment on top here. See? So he's saying that which software is this? So this software, it's a software that I'm developing. It's called Live Events Grafix. So it's the one that we're using to generate graphics for live events, or for events that we are broadcasting, whether they're live or whatever, but we are doing it in real time. So even if we're supposed to maybe edit the whole video, we can have everything running and showing it in real, editing it in real time. Then when we come back to the studio, we just have to, do some cuts here and there, and we're good to submit the video. So this is to assist you when you're running your events, not to have glitches, to have smooth events, and no wahala. So I can hide this comment. So this, a disclaimer, this software is still under development, but in final phases of development. We haven't decided on how we are going to create revenue or sell this software. The method, whether it will be once-off subscription, or we can have early adopters fee, that if you want to adopt this software early, you can buy it at this much, and then it's not going to affect you whether we start selling it at a new price or being a monthly subscription. So you can have a lifetime early adopter fee. Then you can use it forever. And it's a Mac OS software. So we've been live for 28 minutes. All right, there's no more comments on YouTube, but let's just also check Facebook and see if we have something. I see Wanga. Okay, and Ramzin, you asked this question, then I answered it on YouTube side, which is the very same question that you asked. So I had this comment. What else? I know I've jumped a lot. I went straight to the comment section because it was the one that I didn't really, share a lot in the previous video. All right. So let's go to the screen capture. So the screen capture, it does wonders, guys. The screen capture does miracles, right? Okay, so if you want to be a tester of this app and you have a Mac platform, whether it's a MacBook, Mac Mini, Mac Studio, iMac, MacBook Air, MacBook Pro, send me send me, what do you call it, a comment or an inbox, and I will then add you so that you can test this and use it even in real events while in this period of testing, beta phase, so that you can, I've used it in more than 3 events so far, which it responded quite nicely. There was a glitch in one of them, but it responded so beautifully, and it was smooth. People were like raising their eyes there. What's happening? Because what we were doing is that we're also showing whatever that we were doing, streaming to the live audience. We were showing it in room. So those guys were really thrilled about this, So I see Ramzin has commented again and said once off is better. Yeah, I'm also not a fan of subscriptions that are continuous. I just want to buy that thing and part ways with the developers. I don't want commitments with softwares. So yeah, so let's go back to super source. So here in the super source, or you'll see the difference between the one that is appearing, the mouse that is appearing on top, and the one that is on the screen. Is the other one is small. This one where it appears on top is big. It can even appear on top of the stuff, but this one only appear in the section of that window. So there's something called screen capture. So in the previous video, I had explained this screen capture as a lifesaver, because imagine when you're streaming and you have people that are remote or guests that are remote that also wants to participate or to render a speech in, or a presentation into the live venue, or into the venue, and you must bring them into the venue so that they can be seen by people inside the venue. At the same time, you must project what is happening from the venue to them. Interesting one, right? So the screen capture will save you, because what you can do with screen capture is that you can capture the window screen of any app that is open within that computer and project it as an overlay graphic on top of whatever that is happening here. So for example, the overlay graphics, by overlay, I mean the logo. Would you see this logo here? It's an overlay. It's an overlay graphics that is overlaying on top of the images on whatever that is happening. So let's say, for example, there's a window, there's a test flight window that I opened from the computer that I'm using. So what I'm going to do, okay, let's scan this windows. Stream Deck companion. Okay, let me do this, because this has a tendency of not scanning all the windows while it's in full screen. No, maybe I cannot project that. This thing of privacy issues, yes, now I'm tired of these things. I can't. Okay. And I'm afraid I can't show you guys this. Okay, let me just project the ATEM software control. Let's say, for example, there's a or any one of you who would like to call me, but I will need headsets. I'll need, what do I need? Okay, if you want to call me on Panda Studios WhatsApp, which is 081-754-0433. Call me. I will put you on the screen and we'll be talking to one another via this app. And you're going to see yourself on top of the screen. I want to display, what do you call it? I want to demonstrate the YouTube overlay functionality. Where's my WhatsApp? Let me open it quickly on this computer. Let me open the WhatsApp. So I'm gonna get the headsets. We are our microphone one. Where's my WhatsApp? It's open. All right, sure. Receiving emails. Guys, I'm obsessed with emails. So let me just, in the meantime, put this on screen. So I love doing live demos because that's how I explain. This was nicely done, but now when I'm trying to open, okay, yeah, there we go. All right, whoever wants to call me, they can do that, and we will then see. Or whoever I can call, just shout, say I must call you. So whoever I can call, if you are volunteering, that bro, call me, then Mr. Call Me will call you, and we'll then demonstrate how this function, this thing works. It's a very nice what do you call? It's a very nice feature that I feel like it will save you a lot of time, a lot of up and down, a lot of I'm telling you, this will save your. I don't want to, excuse my English. It will save you. Trust me, because I don't know if Wanga is available to take a video call. Let me call this colleague of mine. He's here. Let's see. Era.
Nda,
Varmi.
the right. Whatever I mean, please.
The right. Abavare vote last studio ngange ndiko the rantu. Ndikwamba nabone ndi live. Sino bachikwamba ngakakonchuisa.
Huh?
Ndiro bachikwamba ngakakonchuisa abavare vote la ngeno. So okay. So guys, I want to demonstrate. So I'm with Rufun on the call. I'm with Mpo on the call. Hey, why tolangalizwa bro you and Rufun ona? So I'm with Mpo on the call. So I haven't placed him on the screen, right? We are on video call. So I'm going to go back on the super source and show you guys that, okay, this is the super source section. So you can do this overlay, screen capture overlay at any point in time, and when you're in all the sections. So you don't have to be on lower third section for you to be able to do this screen overlay. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to say refresh, but it's always refreshing. So you can see there it says that WhatsApp, and it writes the name of the person that I'm in call with. So you can simply select that window, right, and say start screen capture. You will see when I click start, right, it brings him onto the screen, because it's a projection. Look what he's even drinking, the Coke. You're advertising that thing. They didn't pay. So you see here, you see is with me on the screen. So I can even reposition. You can see the mouse behind. I can even reposition where he is. I can even resize him, to be at, my okay, I can resize him to be at the bottom there, or whatever, reposition him. So this is nice because you can then bring a guest irregardless of the platform that they're using, as long as that platform can be can have a software or can be projected onto the screen, it doesn't really matter. If you can install that software on the window, or you can have a window page on your Chrome, on your Opera Mini, on your whatever browsing platform that you're using. So you can literally bring someone on air just like that, just by using screen capture. And mind you, this screen can be at the bottom layer of the other screen. It can be behind some things, behind, I don't know, behind many windows at the bottom. So what this software will do is that it will go and capture that section without getting confused of the other layers that are on top of this window section, right? So it will just be interested in that window section. So it will go and capture that for you. So if you press stop screen capture, it takes it away. And as you saw, the red color was showing that red, it means that it's on air. It's a broadcast language, broadcast colors. So you can then click it again, bring him back. You click it, it goes. So when we are running Secret Life of Twins, one of the most beautiful things that we do is that we get guests to call in and talk to the, viewers to call and talk to the guests and the presenters. So which makes it very nice. And I'm sure, Mpo, you can hear me very loud and clear with the microphone that I'm using, right?
Perfect.
So he can hear me perfectly. You guys can hear him perfectly because I can hear him now through my headset. So you can project that sound. What's nice about it is that you can even mute the sound from him, right? So when I mute here, so here's the thing. When I mute here, I'm only muting that the screen capture or the window capture that is capturing shouldn't capture that with sound, because sometimes it will create a feedback loop because you are playing the video and you're also capturing it with sound, and you're also capturing it to the same computer, which is the one that you're using. So it creates a feedback loop. But you can mute that and then it won't give you those problems. So this is how nice this software is. As I said last week, that if there's anything that you would want to get that should persuade you to get this software, is this feature. Like finish and clear. Like we understand that you want lower thirds and stuff, but if there's anything, if you're a live producer, a live broadcaster, if there's anything that has to push you to get this app, is this feature. Because now you don't care, you are bringing, let me show you, I'm going to select a different window. Some windows will be listed here, but if they are in background, it won't show them because I'm trying to filter the usable windows and the unusable windows. So you can have, I'm going to reset also this. So let's start capturing. You see, I'm capturing. This is a big screen, as you can see. It's filling the whole window section. So I can do the same. I can resize, right? I can reposition, right? In my Y, in my X axis, have this repositioning tools. You can do whatever. Like you can do whatever. Look how small now that window, captured window is. If I press reset, it resets back to the original size, and And what's nice again is that let me zoom back so that you can see. There's a feel, there's a fit, there's a stretch sections that you can use. So you can say, okay, I want it to fill the window. Click fill. Click fit. Stretch. So what is happening is that it's doing all those resizing. Don't worry. Let me show you that it's doing all those things. Stop the capture. Let me reset it's doing all those. It's just that it's not doing it in full scale because I've scaled it down to, let me take back Mpo and put him. So here, so we have the feed, the stretch, right? So the stretch, we can stretch the video, right? You can fill the video will fill the entire screen. And then we can, reposition. And unfortunately, when you position, it's doing some, okay. There's someone with no internet. I don't know who is that person, but it can't be me. Okay, it can be. So seems like there's an issue. Let's stop the capture. Okay, we have stopped the capture. The call has failed. I've stopped the call as well. So when you stop the call, it also shows you, hey, this computer, I think is it too small for this app? All right, yeah, but you saw the demonstration, right? So let's go. To comment section, Ramzin again. Let's put the comment, because sometimes we don't use the software each and every month as service providers. I would love to test that. Hey, all right, hit me with your email on my WhatsApp, and let's go to another one. Wash hands. Wait, did YouTube describe the comment, or did he just? Oh yes, I think. So the YouTube, okay, yeah, this is a problem. Now I see. It's not reading the icon. It's describing what the icon is. The emoji rather. It says wash hands. Great stuff, hey. All right, thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, we're trying to have, broadcasters to have proper stuff. So, as I said, this is the initial stuff that we talked about for the countdown timer. All right, let's hide that. You can hide it and to continue counting down, and you can show it again. You can hide it. 2, 3, 4 seconds. Let's play it again. You see it's counting down. It doesn't stop counting down, and when you want to stop, you just click the stop button. And here, this is where you choose the window display, or the screens that you want to show your key or your field graphic. So you can choose here. You can choose here. Okay, I want to open this one on this display, the utility screen. So the utility screen is where, as I explained, that you send this stuff that you don't want them to go live, but you want to communicate with the presenters, the hosts, the facilitators, and stuff like that. So this is where you send those stuff. As I said, comments. If we are sending a comment, let me just. If you are sending a comment, for example, let me open the utility window on this one. There, okay. The utility window is open. You will see it now. I have opened it in this screen. So you just choose whichever screen that you want to open it to. So you select the screen and say, let's send the comment. You can see the comment is appearing there. Big, readable, and also appearing underneath on our, so you see what's happening now. So this is interesting. The hiding of mouse or cursor now decided to work. You see, it's only showing when I'm but after that it doesn't show. So let's click that. Okay, there's a bug, but yeah, it's fine. I will deal with it. So yeah, and again, besides sending the comments, you can send timer for the speaker. So there's a section here called order of proceedings, right? So there's a section here. This is a section called order of proceedings. So you can write opening remarks, then you have time for that opening remarks, allocated time. You can have welcoming, have time for that welcoming. Let's add a, okay. Okay, all right. This bug was there even the other day, right? Okay, I changed the project and came back. Did you see what happened? So it took away the logo and brought it again when I came back. But yeah, this is not adding the items, but it's supposed to add, because this one I added it immediately when we opened this project during the beginning of this live stream. But ideally what would happen is that you would count down any let me see something. Okay, all right. So ideally is that you would count down the time for these all sections that you would have. I have the project that has the sections, but I don't want to open it because it was for the event that I was running, and I don't want to be in dispute with my clients. So yeah, there's a bug. There is a bug. I see you. Bug, I see you. Let's delete this time. Okay. Okay. How do you describe this bug? Is that if I close the output window and open again, then there's a problem that persists of trying to show the countdown timer on the other side. Yeah. If I close the output, then there's a problem. Utility, not the all other output, but the utility display. So it has a problem. It will be fixed today. I don't want to fix it live because I'm not programming with this computer. I'm programming with the one here. So, okay, that's that. But what would happen is that you put timer for each and every step or item, order of proceedings. Then you start playing. When the person starts to speak, you can have a big screen or a small screen showing the person on the podium that, hey, the time that is remaining for your item is this much, so that they also know, right? This is where you add your lower thirds, your name, your honorific, your designation, and you add that. So it will be added here, and then you can show, and then it will be shown like so underneath there. So you can also hide it. The animation is not that smooth, but ideally it will be smooth when the app is done and we are running it not with the beta and unapproved version, sort of like here. Again, we have the media section. So the media section is interesting, guys, because here you can import media. So as you can see, you can import media, right? I'm going to carry this window. Am I able to carry it? Okay, fine. Let me just import. I've imported. I was also looking for an audio. Okay, I can't find an audio on this screen. All right, no, it's fine. I mean, in this computer. So I've imported a image and video, right? So wait, is this the right build? Okay. What can I say? I didn't go to school. But anyways, so this is the transitions. So for the image, you can say, okay, when you appear, I want you to slide up, and then when you disappear, I want you to slide down, right? And you can set the fitting, the fill, and so if it's a 1920 by 1080p, automatically it will fit or fill the screen, right? So let's do, right? Sure. Shall we? Did you see what happened? So you choose the animation, it slides in, right? And then it slides out, right? So it slides up and slides down, right? So you can even do grow to fill or shrink out, right? So grow to fill, it will come from the screen inside, and then shrink to disappear, shrink out, and then it will shrink out. So there's shrink in, which is the shrinking from being large to the screen, and then it stays. Then if you do shrink out, then it shrinks out of the. Let's do shrink in there, shrink out there. So these are the stuff that you can do with this software on the media section, media image section. So if I want to import the media that is not proportional, okay, no, I can't play that. I can't play those. I can't play those. I can't play those. Can't play those. I can't play those. Can't play those. Yo, we have a lot of client stuff because it's a client-facing computer. You see, we used to look what we used to do. We used to create these countdown timers manually. So imagine, this software is I know I'm not getting any media that is not proportional, but it's fine. But it can basically do the stretch, the feed, the fill here. And when you're done with the media, you can delete it. All right. So now let's go to the video part. The video part, you can select. So here's the scenario that I described previously, that a client can just come to you and say, oh, I have a video, but it's 1 hour long, and I want you to play only at 45 minutes up until 50 minutes. Are you able to do that? You're like, you could have given me the video before the event so that I can edit and cut it down, or given me the final video. Like, yo, I didn't know. Then here comes this application. So you just import the video, you select wherever you want it to start, wherever you want it to end, and boom.
On the go zvinobone vaita zvone ndikuvanganya muta namashaka nadzikhonani radzola pasi raguda ngauri.
Now you have the video playing from the section where you selected up until where you have ended. Like, You see, the only that section will play. If you want to go back to full, you can just click full, then it will reset. Then you can also choose the fading in, the fading out option, or the transition in and transition out on show and on hide. And you can also do the stretch, fill, fit, or whatever that you want to do. And you can mute the video. You can play the video in a loop, playing again, and you can loop that section that you have just selected for it to play. So you can loop only that section as well, which is nice. This will be very handy, like running proper high-end softwares. I mean, events that don't need any glitch. You can run a G20 summit with this, like a proper summit, because everything is organized. Everything is in line. This, that. This is how you take it live. You wait for the queue. The event organizers are at ease here. When you're using this, the event organizers like sitting them like, oh, actually. So I want to also create an iPad version that communicates with the main app, so that you can literally have your iPad there as an event organizer. You can even change stuff without, noticing the other one. The other one will just see that, okay, now this item is no longer that one, it's this one, and then. So yeah, you can also do that. So the video, let's choose slide left, and when it leaves, let's choose shrink out, right? So let's play this as our advert as I go drink water.
Vathu vanji vamba zwithu zwinzhi nga maanḓa nga malwela vanda, zwiṅwe vha ri ndi dzi myth, zwiṅwe vha ri zwi konadzea kana zwi itei. Tshiṅwe tshifhinga u ḓo ḓi sokou tenda nga ṅwambo wa uri thi a u zwi ḓivhi. Zwino Secret Life of Twins i ḓo vha kokodzela vhone malwela vanda, ya vha sendedza tsini uri vhone vha kone u ḓivha nga vhutshilo, kutshilele, zwine vha funa na zwine vha tama. Ḽavhuraru ḽiṅwe na ḽiṅwe there nga awara ya rathi nga madekwana, 6:00 on the dot, u vhuya u swikela nga awara ya sumbe nga madekwana. Ḓo vha ri khou zwi ita thwi u bva muḓini wa Johannesburg, hangeno Bramfontein Panda Studio, TV on the go. Zwine vhone vha ita zwone ndi kuvhanganya muṱa na mashaka na dzikhonani, ra dzula fhasi ra guda ngauri ri ḓo vha ri khou tou zwi ḓisa thwi, zwi songo filthariwa kana zwi songo fhungudziwa kana zwi songo engedziwa, zwi tshi khou tou ambiwa nga vhone vhaṋe malwela vanda. Muhashi ndi nṋe G-Voice Mukwama Ḓorombasi, a huna zwiṅwe ndi bva dzimawuli a radzivhisa hune vha dzivhisa khanga u tshela mawuli a dzi nga tshilimo vhakale vha tshindela vho muthu a thongwe thongwa mbudzi na kholomo ḽono vha ḽa vha radzivhuma vhuli ndi tshibvumo tsha mpfala kule mtumbo bakalula tsha vhaḓinda vho matenda ibodoni ya sevedzwa bali ya thangasa rambuḓa wa tshiloko mura phopho wa shango tsho ruwa tsha kwata mna bakola tsha vhaḓinda ri sipuma tshivya mukumbini mtavanani ya wana tshikosiyo dionela nango ndi ḽidulu ndi ḽulwane ḽa ra tshinyiwa ndi mḓulu wa tsikhomela vhainga mtupo salema kwanda maganya ḽisepo ganyaganyula ndi kwambatulu watso ndi ene wa mulenzhe wa penga tshanḓa ndi vemvemu kha ri ṱangane ḽavhuraru ḽiṅwe na ḽiṅwe awara ya rathu vhuya swikela awara ya sumbe nga madekwana. Secret Life of Twins ri tshi khou i ḓisa thwi u bva Panda Studio, TV on the go, Johannesburg, Bramfontein. Vhathu vanji vha amba zwithu zwinzhi nga maanḓa nga malwela vanda, zwiṅwe vha ri ndi dzi myth, zwiṅwe vha ri zwi konadzea kana zwi itei. Tshiṅwe tshifhinga u ḓo ḓi sokou tenda nga ṅwambo wa uri thi a u zwi ḓivhi. Zwino Secret Life of Twins i ḓo vha kokodzela vhone malwela vanda, ya vha sendedza tsini uri vhone vha kone u ḓivha nga vhutshilo, kutshilele, zwine vha funa na zwine vha tama. Ḽavhuraru ḽiṅwe na ḽiṅwe there nga awara ya rathi nga madekwana, 6:00 on the dot, u vhuya u swikela nga awara ya sumbe nga madekwana. Ḓo vha ri khou zwi ita thwi u bva muḓini wa Johannesburg, hangeno Bramfontein Panda Studio, TV on the go. Zwine vhone vha ita zwone ndi kuvhanganya muṱa na mashaka na dzikhonani, ra dzula fhasi ra guda ngauri ri ḓo vha ri khou tou zwi ḓisa thwi zwi songo filthariwa kana zwi songo fhungudziwa kana zwi songo engedziwa, zwi tshi khou tou ambiwa nga vhone vhaṋe malwela vanda. Muhashi ndi nṋe G-Voice Mukwama Ḓorombasi, a huna zwiṅwe ndi bva dzimawuli a radzivhisa hune vha dzivhisa khanga u tshela mawuli a dzi nga tshilimo vhakale vha tshindela vho muthu a thongwe thongwa mbudzi na kholomo ḽono vha ḽa vha radzivhuma vhuli ndi tshibvumo tsha mpfala kule mtumbo bakalula tsha vhaḓinda vho matenda ibodoni ya sevedzwa bali ya thangasa rambuḓa wa tshiloko mura phopho wa shango tsho ruwa tsha kwata mna bakola tsha vhaḓinda ri sipuma tshivya mukumbini mtavanani ya wana tshikosiyo dionela nango ndi ḽidulu ndi ḽulwane ḽa ra tshinyiwa ndi mḓulu wa tsikhomela vhainga mtupo salema kwanda maganya ḽisepo ganyaganyula ndi kwambatulu watso ndiyene wa mulenzhe wa penga tshanḓa ndi femfemu kha ri ṱangane ḽa vhuraru ḽiṅwe na ḽiṅwe awara ya rathu vhuya swikela awara ya sumbe nga madekwana. Secret Life of Twins ri tshi khou i ḓisa thwi u bva Panda Studio TV on the go Johannesburg Bramfontein.
Kezo ndi G-Voice mkuu wa madhurumba si ri tshi khou kwea Secret Life of Twins. So ndando hango zeri ndo klika loop for this video, so that's why it ended and started again. So which is nice because this app does that. And what you can do also here in the media is that you can have multiple media, video, audio, image, and put them in a playlist form. So you can have a playlist of different media. You can have a section that you can add here and say, this section is a playlist. And in this section, I want to have a song starting first, then have a video, then have an image. So an image, obviously, it will be at the end of, if you want to play everything else, then have a holding slide at the end. Then it will be at the end. And then you can even loop that playlist to say, when you're done playing, go back and start playing again from the top. And within that playlist, you can even loop an item that you want to loop. So what I would like to add also is the count looping. So if you want to loop something 5 times, you can loop it 5 times. And then after that, it will pass. If you want to loop something 2 times, you do that. So yeah, that's what I want to add as a feature. So there are a lot of stuff. There are a lot of things that I will add. But I want main things first, like the proper main stuff. But I want it to speak to the producers. I want it to speak to the live streamers, so that they don't have to struggle. They don't. You don't have to struggle to send stuff online. You don't have to struggle. So I'm gonna go pick other comments, and let me just do this so that I can get those comments. So I'm gonna comment so that those comments can be imported here. There we go. So again, it's just a chat between me and Ramzin. So tell me, you're streaming through the software or with the ATEM? The software is just dealing with graphics. So yes, I'm still streaming through ATEM. The software is just dealing with graphics. So with this software, it's still, the workflow is that you would still use your hardware to stream, but have a software that generates graphics for you. Instead of doing this, instead of having ATEM, sending the ATEM feed into the OBS, then you start doing graphics and overlay and whatever in OBS, then the workflow will change and be the reverse. So you do all the graphics and everything and queuing the videos in this software, and all you do is just to send a key and a fill graphic. You can even use a green screen chroma key. So the aim is to just have everything else coming into the app, and that's it. That's it. You coming into the ATEM. You want the heavy load to be done by the hardware, which is responsible for that. So ATEMs are made for streaming. It's a hardware made for streaming. So it doesn't do any computation in the background other than whatever that is dedicated to do. Other than OBS. OBS is it's running on a machine that is doing other 50 billion computations in the background, which is a computer. A computer is not only dealing with streaming, but things like ATEM are optimized to deal with only live streaming and video switching. That's it. So all the hardware is dedicated to do that, and the key and feeling graphics are there. It's optimized to do that. So work with what you have as your hardware, and instead of you going with, the OBS and no. What I would do, I could easily. It's an easy way out is that I would have easily developed this app so that you just inject a video from ATEM, right, and then overlay stuff on top of that video, and then send it out to stream. That is an easy way out, and I feel like even this software, the framework that I'm using, I can even just do that, reverse engineer, and then get it to input the feed. I have a software that does that. The Live Soccer Graphics does that. So you input the feed, and then you overlay the graphics onto that feed, and then you send it on the other side with an HDMI out. Then you can stream it using another hardware, or even using OBS. So that way, I think it's a problem, because you're now using hardware that is not meant for that. So you're prone to failure. So, okay, let me just do this, import comments, so that it's ready. Okay. It's time to forget about the other software. I'm kidding. No, it's not. Some people will still feel that it's familiar, like they want to use that one. It's simple to use. It's free. Yeah, it's free. But what's more important with this one is that if the software fails, you still can continue with the streaming, with the recording, with whatever, because it's not the software that you are using as a main communication between you and your live stream. So with your OBS, your StreamYard, whatever, the problem might be that if it fails, is the primary contact between your live video and the server or the streaming platforms. So chances are that for you to recover, you have to restart the computer or whatever that has to happen. But with this one, unless if the hardware ATEM itself fails, the primary contact between the server and the live video or the hardware is the ATEM itself. It's not this app. The app will just be a support that brings overlay. This app can fail and you guys won't even see that the app has failed. This app sometimes closes because it's still under development and maybe the computer is not trusting that this is a legit app. It closes. I've closed the app now. You can see what is happening. I've closed it. It has closed everything, and it's showing this is the wallpaper of my computer, but with a key and feel that are generated from those monitors, because the app has closed. So you can see what's happening. But when you reopen the app, let's see if it will behave.
Vathu vanji vamba swo zwinji nga maanḓa nga malwela vanda
So what is
zwimwe vha ri
happening
dzi
is
myth
that
zwimwe vha ri
after
sikona dzeka na
reopening the
zwiiteli
app, it's replaying the video. I don't know if the video was not stopped. So yeah, there we go. Okay, so I've closed the app. Now I want to close all the screens, including the ones that the video is playing from. So there's another thing that is not responding as it should, but it will be fixed. That's what I like about So you'll see what happens when we start bringing back those screens. So open that screen. So the first one is opened, right? That's why you can see the blank window, because that the one that opened has an overlay. You can see. So both of them now are open. And I can now start bringing back the graphics. There we go, right? We've brought the logo back. So this can fail, and all you have to do is just to switch the downstream key. Switch off the downstream key until all the stuff is ready. So ideally, if this app closes or fails, right, it closes everything down, right? But when you open, it must remember everything that you had done to this app. It must remember the state that you had left, the logo, the screens, which screens were these output windows were open on. So it will read all those things and bring back its memory and show you the way it was before it failed or before you closed it. That's what we are doing actually. It does that. It does the opening and restructuring and whatever, repositioning all the window screens wherever they are, so that if it fails, you don't have to worry and say, "Yo, what am I gonna do? Hey, I better wait to what?" No. With this one, if it fails, we default back to where we were before it fails. Simple. So, any more questions? No. The app is not yet free, but I want people who can do testing. Now, let me just bring his comment. Let me bring the comments and no, I'm not going to bring this comment. So what's happening is that with YouTube, the token that I get to log in, if I close the app and open it again, it regards it as a new token that I have to request for YouTube to approve and log me in. But yeah, it's not a problem, but it's just that, but the comment says that by Breme Ndaramo, is this one free? No, as I said, the app is not free, but if you want to be part of the people beta testing it, you can hit me up on my inbox on Facebook. It's Ndibo Maginya. And the other one, please, man, failing to understand how does this software connect with the streaming hardware? I'm trying to understand. It connects via HDMIs. So you can literally use this software with OBS, but you don't have to go and create window scenes and whatever, like what you did or what you do in OBS. So you can send graphics from this software to OBS, and OBS will then handle the rest of the stuff that you want to handle there. But if it's communicating with hardware like ATEM, it has to communicate via HDMIs, right? Because the ATEM, they don't have a Thunderbolt connection, of which some devices like the Ultra Studio have the Thunderbolt connections that you can use as primary method of communication between computer and the streaming hardware. That way you can send the key and fill graphics or key and fill layer without having to connect via HDMI. In the new ATEM that is coming, it does that nicely. So yeah, that's that. Yeah, I think let me check Facebook if there's anything. Nothing. I'm tired. I'm thirsty, and yeah. All right. I think that's it. Let's call it a day today, and we'll talk about other stuff. Don't be afraid to go rewatch the video, comment. I'll be in the comment section trying to answer as many questions as possible. Drop those comments, those questions there, and yeah, it will be really helpful. Thank you very much for tuning in, and until the next one, it's bye from me.